From the Minnesota Brain Injury Alliance, Mind Matters Winter 2020 edition. This is the Here and Now column. It's titled, There is no background music with brain injury. I do not listen to the radio when I'm driving. I cannot. I find it too distracting. Like someone is sitting behind me, tapping on my shoulder and trying to get my attention. It's like they're saying, hey, hey, hey! When I'm driving, I do not talk to anyone else in the car. In fact, it is best if no one else is talking either. If I'm going somewhere with any other people, I always let someone else drive, even if we're going to take my vehicle. Usually, all that happens when I am distracted is I start driving slower, which is annoying to other drivers, but not necessarily unsafe. It is probably an unconscious adjustment for my reduced reaction time. What can also happen, and this is not infrequent, is that I fail to observe intersections and other traffic in general. This is much more fraught. This inability to filter non-essential information also affects other areas of my life. I find myself greatly fatigued by large groups of people, from a few friends to crowds at the state fair. Even though I'm not trying to hear what everyone is saying, I cannot stop my brain from trying to hear what each and every one of them is saying. This is exhausting. Those who work in an office environment know that it is important to get up and walk around for a while, to clear their minds so they can come back refreshed. It is like that with brain injury. Except the recovery period can be longer, and it is rare that one can conveniently walk away from all noise. At home, I have a quiet space. I have my den, where I'm recording this right now, that I try to make my oasis, my haven. This works if I come home and am alone. However, I do not live alone, and others in my house cannot be asked to shut off the stereo and TV all the time. I mean, I could ask them to turn things off, and there are times when I do ask, but I try to be respectful of their needs as well. And then there is light in addition to sound. There is light that demands my attention. My wife and I travel very often, and it is exceedingly difficult for me to sightsee for any length of time. I cannot just look at some scenery. Again, that is all I'm trying to do, but my brain is trying to sort out and define, measure and resolve all the imagery. And it is very taxing. I must take frequent breaks where I just watch where I am walking, while my wife takes in all the sights. Fortunately, she's an avid and excellent photographer. This lets me see things at a more relaxed pace. Plus, I'm not bothered by depth perspective, from a 2D image. Back in my den, I draw the shades. I do not want absolute darkness. That is as bad as too much light, and my eyes strain to see the inky blackness. Soft light and quiet gray noise is best.